With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow. I go Lou Eddie. Check back 50.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Let's go, Eddie. Hey, rip list. 3 down. Okay.
Mahomes now on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Let's go. Do it.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24. Mahomes, and this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 39, Mahomes. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check out. Attack.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Randy Moss, an even 90 yards, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And going deep for Hill. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. That one complete to Okoye. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is. And it's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Mahomes going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On second and goal, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And going deep. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carrot.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Mahomes forced out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes flushed out right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yellow.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 40. Defense wins championship. 57.
Hayward. Hey, Mike 40. Mike 40. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bruce Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mel Blount with a sack on the corner blitz.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. Oh, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
All day, dog.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 68 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Back to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. Oh, and I think the Redskins got it. Yes, they did. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.